everyone, what's happening? Yeah, we're getting a heck of a snowstorm out there today. But I told you guys on the last video that the temperatures were supposed to be decent. So we were gonna hammer down on Tony's 5.7 liter out of the IROC, the ZZ3 motor. So I pretty much got, I went through, cleaned everything all up. I got all my rings checked per cylinder, put on each piston per cylinder. That way they're all the same. And on this motor, guys, the rings, I got right here. That's part number if you guys need any 30 over 350. It's a 4-inch 30 bore. These rings are not file fit. They're the steel mollies. Here's the part number for you guys again. So what I did, I went, you still got to check them per cylinder for what piston's going in there to make sure that they're in the tolerance that you want. And man, another spot on bore job by Phil over there at the machine shop. All my rings came out to for the Hastings rings. I was 18 on the bottom, 20 on the top, and of course you guys remember on that last video I told you on your oil control ring you always have the tab facing up and clocked a 16th to each side of the pistons for the top, and then on the bottom 16th the other way, so you have a little gap but yeah guys, we're pretty much ready to go to start assembling. I spent a good couple hours scrubbing everything up, brake cleaning everything, oiling everything. I am actually going to install the camshaft first on this one. So I got everything out of the box and wiped up, cleaned up. I do have to get my lifter soaking, but this is a hydraulic flat tappet cam. So you're going to want to put the assembly lube over the whole camshaft. It's not a roller cam, so you don't, remember I told you guys on the roller cams, you only do the mains, you don't do the lobes, and then you just dump motor oil across the lobes. But on a hydraulic flat tappet, they give you the cam lube, and it goes across everything. So, but I ended up putting all the paperwork on my board here like I did, with every build. And this is a balanced rotating assembly from Eagle. It tells you all the balance weights. But of course the piston information. And then on your bolts on the rods, you got, ours is a 3/8 8740 cap screw with a 7/16 head, so they're talking 40 pounds or 40 thousandths to 45 thousandths stretch, or 4.5 thousandths on the stretch. Now on scats, if you look, 3/8 8740 with a washer, they say 50 pounds. And then 63 stretch. So, and like I said, these are Eagle, right from Eagle. So, whatever rod you're using, that just goes to show that every manufacturer has a different spec they want you to use. Even though it's going to be the same rod bolt, but they want you to use a different spec on their rod. So, I suggest you guys, if you guys get into a habit of building engines all the time on a regular basis, okay, and you look at the end of the rod here, and you can tell, it tells you, the 8740 Eagle 1.5, but then if you got a scat that says 8740, okay, you're thinking, okay, I know they take 60 pounds, but that scat chart over here is actually one that I've had from a previous build. So, you know, like I say, and you just want to make sure that you go whatever the manufacturer recommends, because every time you buy a new set of rods or rings, they're going to give you a specific, you know, what the clearance is, or the ring gap should be stock without having to file fit, or on that case, rod bolts from eagle to scat. So whatever you're using and you buy new, go by whatever they're recommending. So we're going to go with 40 foot-pounds. And like I said, our rings are set at 18 on the second, 20 on the top. I actually got the old Camino one covered and putting the charge on it. It's still at 12, but on this here, guys, I got the battery charger. It's got the AGM battery. It's not a gel battery for the Optima Reds or AGMs. You don't want to use a regular battery charger on them, or you can burn them up, burn the batteries up. So that's what I do. Is I got it on the battery maintainer. That's what this is here. It says on. And then just a slow trickle charge, just to charge everything up. And I'm not going to do a cold start on. Like I said, it's still a little chilly for that. You know, I rolled it over by hand, so the springs are in a different spot. Let's go and check. That way they're not in the same spot. You know, it's always good to do that. Like I was telling you guys before, that way it doesn't keep a lot of pressure on one spring. But I'm soaked. As you guys can see, I'm soaked. I just got done shoveling, but it's almost time to shovel again. It ain't even been 15 minutes. And shit, we're already, it's coming down good. So I hope the wife makes it home all right. I got to get some tires on her truck. Four-wheel drive works great. Brakes are great. It handles great in this stuff. It's not her that I'm worried about. It's the other idiots on the road, which everybody knows. A lot of people don't know how to drive on this stuff. And I told her, I don't care. Go 30 mile an hour. If somebody's coming at you, you know, don't get over, because it'll suck you in. That's the worst thing you can do, is get over into the slushy, wet shit on the side of the road, because it'll suck you in. But she'll be here about 1, and I've been kind of worried since it switched over. We started out as rain this morning, and 40 degrees, and I think we're at 30 to 29 degrees right now, and it switched over to snow about an hour ago. And like I said, I've already just got done shoveling for the second time, and I wanted to go out there and hit it again. But I'm going to put you guys on time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and install the camshaft right quick. And we might get the crank set in it today, and we'll see how far we get. Guys, I've been out here well, since 5 o'clock this morning. The wife left for work at 4:15. I did a little bit of stuff in the house, and then I am coming out here and warming it up. But you can start to see your breath now, because I had the heater off while I was out shoveling. And I figured I'd do a quick clip on a video, but I got to get this wet sweatshirt off too. But anyways, guys, I'm going to put you on time lapse, and I'm going to flip this motor over, and we're going to get this camshaft installed. Alright guys, we got the cam installed. And good thing about it, when you do it with no crank in it, you can actually get some more lube on each of your bearings before you shove it all the way in. And I always put a long bolt in the end there. But that's what we're gonna do. Did it open up all the way? Always make sure you get some on your gears too. Get my phone all nasty. Phew. So we slide her in all the way. Rotate it. Alright guys, I'm soaked. I just came in from shoveling round 4 of this big snowstorm. Look at, see how soaked my, kind of got my heater going to kind of dry out my hoodie. But we got the crank installed in this. Here, let me shut this off for a minute. We got the crank installed in it. I just got done plastic gauge and everything. The plastic gauge came off on the caps, but on the rear main it stayed a little bit, little pieces there. Just but you guys seen me do this before. We're looking anywhere from 2.5 thousandths is what we're after. So that little right where my thumb is 2, and then we're in between that 2 and the 3. So if we look, let's see if I can get a good angle on this. No. Sorry about the glare, guys. Money. Come on. Fingers are too fat trying to... Sorry, let's see the glare. That one's kind of hard to see because of the glare from the light, guys. Anyways, you guys take my word for it. Take my word for it. They're perfect. We're right in tolerance. So we're going to get the main caps put on this. And then I'm going to get, just smear some assembly lube on. I already got WD-40 on the crank itself. Make it so it don't flash rust. Because after you clean these cranks, guys, you scrub them up with the brake clean and all that. If you don't keep it in a heated garage, you know that it can flash rust. So what I usually do after I'm going to torque all the main caps with assembly lube now. Get all my main caps on torque to 70 foot-pounds. And then on the rod bearings, because I don't think I'm going to hang pistons today. I've been out here for a long time, plus shoveling. Oh man, my back's starting to kill me. The wife, she actually made it home. And this big, let's take a walk out there and see how much snow we got on the railing. Just to see. The old El Camino's looking pretty good, nice and shiny. The kids actually got me a new car cover for Christmas. So I'm going to blow it all off maybe later on or tomorrow and actually put the car cover on it, get rid of these sheets. But she's still coming down. That's how much we got on the railing there. I'd say it's a good 4 inches. And I just got done shoveling before I did this video clip, and it's already, I mean, you can actually see where I stopped shoveling, but I did this way before the wife got here with the truck. But yeah, man, it's coming down like cats and dogs. And like I said, I've been out here since 5:30 this morning. And I'm going to go get me. Wife said she'd bring home some beer battered shrimp to bake in the oven for lunch. So we're going to have some shrimp for lunch. But I got to finish, like I said, I got to finish putting these rod caps on, or main caps on first. That way this is all sealed up. But I just wanted to give you guys, you know, the crank is in it. It's all plastic gauge up. We're good to go there. Camshaft's in it. The pistons, the rings are already on there. Everything came out perfect on the ring gaps per cylinder. So, shit, this is coming right along, guys. But I'm going to throw you on a quick time lapse while I go ahead and get these these on, and I'll bring you guys right back after I get the main caps on. Hold tight. Well, everybody, we got the crank in. Everything's torqued down. I got all my paint marks on my bolts there. You always put motor oil. If they're not ARP bolts, guys, I always put motor oil on my threads to give them, you know, a good torquing for torques, you know, reading. Never put them in dry. Never put nothing in dry. I always lube it up. But yeah, I got all my marks on all my bolts. That way, when I come back out, I'll know that I've been there and it's all torqued to spec. I got some oil on the rod journals. Everything's oiled up. It should be fine. But that's going to about do it for this video. Part 1 on the ZZ3 5.7 liter build. Like I said, I'm wore out from shoveling. My coat's soaked. My shirt's soaked. By the way, guys, the battery charged up. It didn't take but 10 minutes of on the AGM battery maintainer part of the battery charger here, and it was reading 13.1. So battery's fully charged in the old Elko here. Like I said, I'm not gonna try and do a cold start on it though. So, but yeah, we're gonna get that new car cover put on here either tonight or maybe tomorrow or something, but I'm wore flat out. I'm going to go in and get some shrimp and take it easy. We got everything ready here for Jay to come pick up. Hopefully he comes and gets that this weekend, Saturday, if he can. If not, it's still here. But I got his motor plate bolted on last night, or this morning, excuse me, last night. I call it last night because at 5:30 in the morning, that's still last night to me. But yeah, this build, it's coming right along, guys. I mean, I can't complain. I'm sure Tony will be happy. We're still waiting on the head bolts for that. But yeah, this, the crank spins like butter. That's what you want, guys, be able to take one finger and just spin her over. I did knock it back and forth a couple times with a dead blow hammer. I still got to get my dial indicator on the front and check, you know, your movement on the crank, your thrust on the crank. We're shooting anywhere from 3 to 6 on this. So I'd like it to be right around, you know, 4.5, 5 thousandths. Would be perfect. But never had an issue so far. Like I said, everything's going together perfect, which it should. I mean, everything's brand new. I mean, rotating assembly. And so I'm probably going to get the lifter soaking in oil. But, you know, and get them in a bowl soaking in oil, 10W30. We're still a ways away from all that yet, from valve train and stuff though, but it always is good to, you know, the longer you can keep your lifter soaking, the better. Lets, you know, the air get out of it. Actually, Summit, when we ordered that camshaft, Summit never had any comp high performance lifters. So we went with the Summit brand high performance lifters. That's the part number right there if you guys are interested. That just goes to show you, you know, what the shortage is out there on parts. You know, when I ordered all this stuff, you know, a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, however long it's been, we got the cam, but there was no lifters. So, you know, he gave us the cam kit deal, but we had to source it out. You know, that's why I ended up going with a different timing chain and gear, different lifters. But you know, we're going to try them lifters. Hopefully they work out good. I've never tried Summit brand lifters before, but, you know, usually Summit brand stuff is, you know, I bought an oil pan before that was actually a Melling or a Moroso oil pan, but it was just repainted and, you know, advertised as a Summit. And it goes to show for other stuff too. So I think Summit actually buys out stock from, you know, the big name brand companies and then labels it as Summit part numbers and gives us a deal. So if they work out good, I'm all about it. Save a couple bucks for Tony, which it was a cam kit. It didn't save anything. But if you were to go, you know, buy comp versus Summit, you would definitely see the price difference there. But anyways, guys, this video is probably long enough for the part 1 series. I really appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, bye-bye.